You either just started running ads for the first time or you started running it for the first time in a long time. And in the very beginning, it was going really well. You were getting low cost per lead, low cost per calls. People were showing up, and you might have even closed a couple of deals. But then the more that that ad ran, or the more money you put behind it, the worse it performed. Till all of a sudden, you went from making a lot of money to breaking even. And then eventually you might have started losing money. And a lot of people think, oh, it's a problem with the targeting, or it's the problem with my ad. And they wonder why that is. So first, let me try to break down how Facebook ads, or really actually any social media platform, works today. It's called audience fragmentation. So instead of you just posting something and it shows it to the 7 billion people in the world, these social media platforms are going to show it to the people that they think are going to be the highest likelihood to either engage with it or convert. So what happens is when the ad first gets launched, almost always it's going to be focused mostly on this little red circle right here, which is these are the people highest likelihood to convert. And the people that are highest likelihood to convert, if we had to draw a little diagram over here, are always going to be people that have done something like this in the past or shown interest in it. They've bought something, they've opted into something, et cetera, and they know who you are. They've been following you for a while. They've engaged with some of your stuff. One way or the other, they're your quote unquote warm audience. And the irony of paid ads is when people first start running ads, they hit this first little center, Facebook, YouTube, they show it to this little core market first, and they think, wow, I'm converting these people like crazy. Ads are so easy. Why is everybody complaining? But then that audience runs out pretty quickly. And so what happens is then Facebook's gonna say, okay, we burned through this audience. Let's maybe now go after this level of an audience here, right? So this is one audience removed from your warmer audience, right? And the problem with this audience is these people, they may, let's say, have done something similar in the past, or maybe Facebook is categorizing you this specific way, but they don't exactly know who you are. And so when this happens, when you get into the second little loop right here, your costs start going up and your conversions start going down. And it's actually going to take it to the final boss, which is going to be this top ice cold level audience right here. So these are people who have never heard of you. So the issue with what people do is they start running ads in the very beginning, and it goes to this very, very warm market. And warm in quotation meaning, okay, yes, they might not be in your email list, but maybe they've engaged with your stuff for a while. But then at some point they hit this colder market right here, this second ring, and then some point they hit this ring over here. So what we need to be focusing on when we're launching ads from the very beginning is launching ads that can convert in these colder and colder markets. So what does this look like? You know, the first and foremost is what are known as direct response ads. So these are really, really powerful. These are ads where you're saying, hey, if you're this person, I can help you do this ultimate thing that you want. So you need to create something that even if somebody's never heard of you before, they can immediately understand what it is that you do and how you can help them. The second thing that you're very likely going to need is some kind of guarantee, okay? Now, you don't have to have this if you're okay, you know, doing smaller numbers and not running paid ads. That's fine. But if you're in a marketplace that's somewhat competitive, which is almost all marketplaces now, and you're making this direct response claim right here, the direct response ad, then you need to back it up with some kind of guarantee. And the third and final thing, and I can make this video 50 times longer, but just to make it simple, is congruency, okay? I can't stress this enough. Congruency is when what they're expecting and thinking from when they hear the first couple seconds of that ad all the way to where you're pitching them and dropping them the price on the sales call is the same thing or very similar. So let me give you an example of something that's incongruent, right? Where someone has an indirect ad, so I'm going to put indirect ad, to a direct funnel. What does indirect ad to a direct funnel mean? It means that in the ad you're saying, hey, if you want to learn this secret that nobody knows about on how you can get a job that's making you $250,000 a year from your computer, click this button here and watch this free training that I've created for you. They click on the ad, and then the ad sends them to a page that says, I'll make you a high ticket closer in 30 days or less guaranteed, right? So the ad was like, hey, here's this special job that you've never heard of. And then the sales funnel that they're going to is saying a direct response. I'm going to make you a closer in 30 days guaranteed. That incongruency is going to lead to a huge drop off of people that are clicking that are actually going to go through. So that's why I'm saying most people just start with direct response. We're going to make you a high ticket closers in 30 days or guaranteed. And then that exact same first couple seconds of your hook, first couple of words of your primary text is the same headline that you have at the top of your page and the same first couple of words of your video sales letter. That is congruency. And then, of course, in the application questions and then on the sales call, talking about the exact same stuff, using that same verbiage throughout the entire thing, that kind of congruency will allow you to tap the colder and colder markets in order to keep your ads profitable.
If you want my help installing any of these systems in your business done for you, be sure to book a call with my team down below.